such really geometry dash sheep, but boring. Almost dead. That would have been a reset for sure. How am I at 1 minute? And oh, it's because I. See, yeah, I like so late, but that's because I have the sequence where I have to walk in the training building, which is the dojo, but when I think of the dojo, I always think of the city dojo, like the grand dojo. There's that duck with a long beard. Like, this guy doesn't look like a dojo master, he looks like some redneck AK-47 wielding American or something. I mean, he looks cool, to be fair. See, I'm actually going to gold. Yeah, casually golding even though I had a disadvantage at the start. Nice. I just have to hope I get a good grass speed, a good desert speed, a good desert defense, a good desert power. Like a good desert everything basically except health, which health doesn't really matter. But desert is like the most skill-based area. Desert speed is the most skill-based minigame just in general, I believe. Snivy is just an absolute god at this minigame, but I'm not. I'm just like barely average. Which, if you look videos from way back in the day, like 2018, you realize most people were just like bad. Even though they were like very skilled players in other Duck Lives games, they just weren't good at desert speed for battle. Like, to be fair, when I first started playing this minigame, I thought the best, like, you have to press down constantly. Stevie kind of made fun of me at this point, but that was deserved. Getting more coins, nice. I'm gonna try to not talk too much and lose my focus. Hopefully we're gonna one cycle. This one cycle is not that hard on this one because at the beginning the speed that was balls are coming basically like speeds up. But when you get after like level 4, level 6, it's like doesn't speed up anymore. It's just the same speed constantly. It's pretty fast, but it's not like outrageously unmanageable. I don't know, like a reaction time of less than 4 seconds. You can still do it quite easily, and I'm thinking that just I mess up. But yeah, even if you die, it doesn't really matter that much. It's a survival minigame where you get a fixed amount of XP every second, like 10 XP per second, so it really doesn't matter at all whether or not you die. Like, it does matter, you lose a few seconds if you die. But it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, doubles can be hard when they start to speed up. No, we didn't want to right click there. So yeah. What was I even saying? I don't remember. Oh yeah, doubles, when like you have two balls coming from the same direction. It can be hard to see, so I think that's why I died there. That's because it was hiding behind my splits. No! It's just the worst. Still golden. But like not very good because I had the head start. So not having to walk to the dojo. Do you say dojo or dojo? I don't know. I think dojo. The most likely to be like a way to be pronounced in English. Getting some nice coins. I'm gonna try not to die here. I get lucky, nice. I think I can do it like level 7 or something. And I get on a good cycle for farm health. Yeah, I might actually get to level 8. You know what? Too bad I'm not doing this in the city Grand Dojo. I would have gotten one at all. Like most points. Level 9 is crazy. Right, if you even want to go at this and add like perfect only, you could do this in 2 cycles. But yeah. Not very realistic right now. Yeah, I think the treadmill disappears after level 15 or something. I don't know. When you do KMS, the treadmill disappears. I don't know if it actually does that in Glitchless, because I'm pretty sure level 15 is like almost impossible to reach in 1 cycle. Whoa. Medak learns to fly officially. This is a learn to fly reference. Yeah, no, we're not doing early fly in this run. We're doing it glitchless. Oops. Using the controller to go back to the menu is faster than using the mouse. Okay, 17 seconds, I'm gonna have to go to... Yeah, 37, maybe 35, I'm not gonna take any risks. And you know how easy it is to mess up, so I'm gonna go to... Let's go a bit risky after this one, let's do one more second. Okay, let's go risky. Then farm speed. I can't talk much for this minigame because you need to be very, very focused for this one. I got lead by 3 seconds, that's really nice. I was pretty well focused. Why didn't you start the fight? Maybe I probably slipped up in the farm battles thing. So Am I still... Hopefully not lose too much time. That's duck number 1 done. Got this rope. Well, the music for once. But usually for this duck, don't hear any music. Can I get the 3 hit? Please? Right? I can get the 3 hit. Please? Nice! Amazing! That'd say like a few seconds. It's completely orangey whether I get it or not, but yeah. Either I gold or like I save time without golding because I did kind of mess up the movement. Minus 40 seconds out of farm. Så det är slugande. I don't know if like getting the spiky things in your basket actually does anything, because you see them like turning into coins, but you don't actually get any coins. So does that make coins more likely to spawn or something? Dude, I'm stupid. Also, the control scheme for this game is just so dumb. And so just control scheme that when you turn around, your dog like completely changes position. So you can say like, oh, I'm safe, and then you realize, oh no, you're not safe. Because you're right on the spiky ball. Totally forgot was close button for the thingy. The minigame is located. For this minigame, you really want to get as many coins as possible. Normally I should have enough coins by CN to like buy the pie level 2 and then all the gear in mountain. But yeah, it is a bit of a dilemma with this one because the faster you go, the harder it is to get coins. But then it means you get XP faster because you die less. I think this is another one of the survival minigames, like XP doesn't... You don't get more XP for going faster, but... not dying does save time. So I have to balance it out between coins and XP. Which kind of reminds me of Retro Pack DL2, where you have to get a bunch of coins in flying, and it's so annoying. Like the start of the run is just praying you get enough coins in flying. I have to some pretty good cycles for No, I'm not talking about this one, obviously, but... Right. I still lost time. Alright. This is another one of the game I need to actually focus on. This one you want the 1 cycle. If you don't get the 1 cycle, you lose like, I don't know, 30, 40 seconds. How did I lose 40 seconds? Oh, I know I lost 40 seconds might be because in my first ever run, I got 30 special, but now I get 40. Getting 30 special is very unoptimal because then you have to do like swamp speed or swamp power, which is so slow. Like, it's way too slow. At least in Glitchless. When you can do KMS, swamp power is fast, but Glitchless it's like stupidly slow. So I'm gonna shut up and actually focus now. I'm not playing well right now. Yeah, I lost for a second, that was... That's another one where you need to focus. Out of this one recently. You want to get to 1 cycle basically. Dying those lose time. And I'm gonna really shut up because this one is a lot harder than the special minigame. Alright, nice. 1 second. It's not that hard. Just if you mess up, you lose a godly long amount of time. Bye. I should have enough credit that I don't mess up and accidentally level up by to level 3 like the last time, but... Oh nice, we got the epic music going on. City music. Now the last time I got this, my run died. So let's just hope it doesn't happen now. I just love this music. It's so good. Like the honesty for the game is really good overall. I love a few music that really stand out. Desert Training and regular Desert as well. But yeah, the City Training music is just awesome. Farm Training is pretty good. Grass Training is also good, I think. I'm definitely losing time. I don't have the pie level 3. That's something I have to. It might save time to get the pie level 3, even though it doesn't mean like getting a few more coins at the start. But it actually saves a decent amount of time in the tourney. So yeah. And now my least favorite minigame, mostly because you have to play it for a stupidly long amount of time, which is Mountain Defense. And also this game is pure RNG. If you get a bad boulder like lineup, you're pretty much guaranteed to die. Which is a bunch of time because this minigame does get faster as you go on, so dying means you go back to the original speed, which is like slow. But you are not getting a 1 cycle on Mountain Defense. It's pretty completely impossible, even if we had like task tools, which I hope it is possible one day to make a task for this game, because this would be really interesting. I think even with task tools, sometimes you just can't deal with the boulders it gives you. By the way, I need to remember to switch my splits, like put them on the right side of my screen, because otherwise I'm gonna struggle a lot at, well, I thought I was gonna die. I struggle a lot at desert speed if I don't put my splits in a different spot. Actually, on a good cycle. But another thing with Mountain Defense, excuse me, you can get a good cycle, and then it doesn't matter because you can get like 5 bad cycles in a row, and all of your time save amounts to nothing. Because you have to get so many levels. In No Early Fly, you have to get like 54 levels, and even in Glitchless, you have to get 40. Which is like tied for the most levels you have to get in one go. Oh no, it's like the second most, because the most is like you get 60 special in city at one time. It's like farm special, it takes like 30 seconds. And yeah, the only other spot where I get like 40 levels at a time is Desert. Where we actually get, I get 36 level in Desert Health, and I get 40 in Desert Speed. So that's why Desert, how is that not parry the boulder? I thought we were parry, it's more like, I don't know the word in English for that. I mean, how did that boulder kill me? And sometimes the boulder is just impossible to hit, basically. They just fly by and you can't do anything because you don't control the height of the trampoline. You can't slam or something. No, you can do nothing but rotate your deck around. This minigame, I think, could have been so much better if you had like just a single more option than rotating. Like, as I said, pressing space to slam on the trampoline or something. It would have made for a more interesting kind of dynamic when you need to parry the boulder and sometimes avoid them because you can't parry them. Right now with it's just an orangey fest, basically. It's not as bad as like 'Teen Running in DL3 Retro Pack, but 'Teen Running in Desert Health is just so much better. It's 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 just so mu it is close enough. I love how it just sometimes on you gun, but that like you get 3 coins for 40 levels basically, because you can miss the coins as well, which you usually do. I don't know, this game is just so stupid. I do not like it at all. I'm on another good cycle actually. I'm getting close to level 15, which I should hopefully be able to gold this. I don't know. Excuse me. Gold might seem a bit far-fetched. I'm only at level 52. I need to have a very good boulder range if I want to finish this like in I wasn't careful enough. Yeah, you see why I absolutely hate this minigame. There's nothing but RNG upon RNG upon RNG. There is nothing redeeming about it. And you know the worst thing, it's actually the fastest. Like second fastest defense minigame after Egypt defense. In a glitchless at least. Even with all the RNG, even if you get bad RNG, it's still technically faster than most of the defense minigames. It is a complete garbage. It's finally done with the torture. I actually got in. Mountain Power is a bit interesting. There is strategy going on for this. And I actually managed to glitch the game where I only had 3 platforms, which is not optimal. I don't think it is, at least. You're less likely to have a pile of 2 blocks, which is generally good. Right. It's bad. There are times in Mountain Power that you have to die. Like you're pretty much forced to die, I mean. What? What is this? Okay. Okay, I need to go for this and move out of the way. Oops. This is very bad. Obviously we're trying to minimize deaths here because it does adapt to a bit of time loss eventually. Yeah, and in Mountain you get so little coins. Mountain Special gets you a lot of coins, but it's really not optimal considering how fast you can get special level at the end with the farm training in Grand Dojo. Yeah, Mountain Defense as I said has like no coins whatsoever. Would have died anyway. And Mountain Power has coins, but going for them makes you a lot more likely to die. So I generally don't go for them unless they're like in my way. Automation. Yeah, nice. Should be gold. 5 seconds. Amazing. I thought I had 4 viewers, now I have like the Twitch said I have 1, but I think it's no one watching me really. I have 40 guns, more than I need. which is fine, really. I was like, what, 15 seconds and grass 20? I think it's faster to go for more coins. Or maybe not, I don't remember how much you need to level up the pie. Is it like 60 or is it 90? I think it takes 4 seconds to get 20 coins. So if it's 60, then you will gain like about 3 seconds doing more special levels at the start. If it's 90, it doesn't save time. I was scared of this part because at some point I got there with basically the same stat and I kept dying here with the rain stuff, and I had to switch the lab codes, but now it does work, just barely though. Thankfully the shovel especially is like completely overpowered. And this is the part after the turn where I need really to focus. Because Egypt defense, I really want the one cycle. I missed the one cycle on my last attempt. And now I really want to get it because that's where most of the time stuff is gonna come from, I believe. Yeah, I lost 30 seconds on my best time. I don't want to go in the shop. Don't even go in any shop past Lake Mountain. Oh yeah, switch my split to the other side. I forgot again. I don't know why, but in KMS getting coins doesn't affect you. Well, it doesn't make you gain any XP, but when you don't do KMS, it actually does. So at least in the beginning, you do need to get as many coins as you can. Dude, I keep missing these bombs. They're not that hard to hit. Tunnel spamming randomly is actually just on strat for the early game. Not really for the early game, for the early mini game. I'm going to put my hand on the pause button of my controller. These things get tired. There's a glitch I can use. Well, it's not really a glitch. I think it's allowed in Glitchless. It's more of a funny strat than anything. I hit the one cycle pretty easily, actually. minus 127. Okay. I'm not stressed at all at the thought of losing this one. I am at base for 107. And maybe I could get to 106 if I absolutely nail the end game. Or it's not even the end game, I'm still the mid game. End game is more like Swamp Entity. I still have a lot of time to spend in desert. It takes like 20 minutes in Glitchless. Like, it's funny because in every category you obviously have farm because you spawn there. I hate this minigame, Glitchless at least. The bombs can easily slip by you, air currents, whatever this is. So yeah, in all categories you have farm, obviously you have city, which is also obvious because that's why you finish the game. Like desert is the only area I've used in, well, every category except NG+, but nobody cares about NG+. Thankfully this game is not a survival minigame, so nothing can do to speed it up. But not the dying is harder than it looks. At least don't spam right constantly. You could theoretically do that, but it would lose a lot of coins. And you want coins to level up the water gun for later. I'm pretty sure I clicked the bomb and I moved my mouse right? Well, no, it doesn't turn the bomb right for some reason. I'm getting around 9 levels per cycle, I think, or something. So that's still kind of decent. I don't know, really, I don't have any standards to compare myself to. Every run before I joined the game had like bad routing, so I haven't actually watched. Not even that Duck Life Battle speedrunning is like the most boring thing to watch. Especially in categories with KMS. You just see like a kill screen for like 75% of the run. Like, I'm pretty sure I made the bomb come right and it didn't count. So yeah, any percent is... It's just so boring to watch. I tried watching like Creepium's world record, which is absolutely goated, by the way. I would say you should go ahead and watch it, but as good as it is, Duck Life speedrunning, Duck Life Battle speedrunning is just not interesting to watch. You have 5 minutes of a guy spamming the mouse and spacebar while sitting on the kill screen of Farm Special. There's still too many games you play without KMS, which are Desert Power and Farm Speed. Farm Speed, you do get the first 20 level with KMS because you're in the farm, but in the dojo, KMS is slower, so we don't do KMS. We get the remaining 80 levels without KMS. And Desert Defense technically uses KMS. But you actually play the minigame during KMS. The stupidness. I did have a really good cycle before that one, so I'm not going to complain. It is not too much, because this minigame is still very annoying, but we're gonna deal with it. To be fair, like even Glitchless isn't that interesting to watch. Because how many games like this on Mountain Defense were just very repetitive and I will have to watch it for more than 5 minutes straight. How did that not count, dude? This almost didn't count, but actually prevented the catastrophe. Shut up, stupid phone, I don't need you to have battery, I just need you to run. Kind of joking, by the way. Saving 2 seconds is nice. Right, for this one I need to be focused. If I lose here, that's a reset. So yeah, we just hope everything goes well. No! Does level 2 duck manage to... How did a level 2 duck manage to actually almost ruin my run? Still lost a bit of time because you want to go as far as possible, as fast as possible. For this minigame. And spending more time in earlier levels just loses pretty significant amount of time, I believe. I do like this minigame. It is stressful, though. I think I'm gonna lose time. I don't know. At level 73, just have like 3 more ducks to beat. Maybe? I'm going to lose time. Oh, actually not. Whoops. Put my split there. Get to, as I said, the most skill-based minigame in the game. It is very hard to get good at this. Nice. Getting a very good cycle so far. Yes, that's... all good things come to an end. Oh no. Shouldn't have put down here. It's so easy to lose all the speed you've been working for because of a bad bounce. I said it's very skill based. If you're not skilled at it, you can lose so much time. How did I die here? I ran like pretty much straight. But the game decided otherwise, apparently. A decent cycle so far. And right as I say this, yeah. We're not going to talk about this. As I mentioned wanting to do a task of this game earlier. What task could achieve on desert speed would be pretty insane, I think. Very interesting to watch, at least. I keep landing on upward slope. Also, something I didn't mention is that I think it's very unintuitive. Like sometimes you think you're gonna gain a lot of speed by going down and you just don't. And sometimes you think you're gonna completely mess up and then you get really fast. I just struggle to understand how this minigame works. I'm gonna lose time, but it's kind of okay-ish. I lost 11 seconds. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm gonna talk about this. Now I have to use a special for this guy. No. Oh my god, we choked. The first guy, you don't have to use the special. The second guy, you can't even use it because he dies before you can even use the special. And the third guy, you do have to use the special. Because otherwise he gets to use his special and the animation for it takes forever. So you lose a lot of time. It looks like we could not have to use the special, but we unfortunately do have to use it. Yeah, I only saved 1 second compared to maybe I should have saved more than that and then messed up stupidly. Alright, now we get to Swamp Defense, which, to be fair, I do like this game, even if it is very RNG based. There is skill and techniques involved into it. I did another one of these survival mini games. Yeah, Battle just have a lot of these. So yeah, you want to minimize death, but that's like you don't risk choking. To be fair, it does make the run less stressful, but it's more boring and it puts more emphasis on like a few mini games that you really don't want to miss. I mean, not to miss, but to mess up, which are really just not farm speed or farm special, because you do take advantage of the deaths here, like grass speed, mountain defense kinda, but then it's very RNG. It's more like grass speed, desert power, desert speed, and desert defense. At you all you all have to one cycle except desert speed, which you can't really one cycle. It's more like you have to get good cycles. Okay, it's very easy to miss one cycle and desert power or grass speed. Desert defense is more like if you're not paying attention. For 20 level, it's not that hard to get the one cycle. If you want to do more, yeah, it's a bit more tricky, but we are not doing that. If you're like a no KMS category with early city allowed, you would have to actually be good at the defense, but there's no KMS category, so to be fair, if you technically had the no KMS category, it would be kind of boring. It would be kind of the same as any person, except you don't use glitches. I'm just thinking farm speed is also the fastest to play. Desert power, you don't even use KMS to start. Farm speed, like, not really either. You have to use it to start in the actual farm. Desert defense would still be the fastest, and desert health, I believe, would still be the fastest minigame, unfortunately. I'm actually doing really well right now. I think I did 3 or 4 cycles so far. I think it's 3 cycles so far, and this is my 4th cycle now. If I can do it in 4 cycles, it's gonna be good. Again, my best is, and this happened before, like my best was a lot faster than my PB time. But that's because I used a different route before. And thinking in my old PB, I did get 100 defense eventually. I have to run one additional cycle. Because I thought swarm speed was fast, because that's what Snivy put in the battle minigame rates sheet. But it's... oh, I need to all write it. Swamp speed is painfully slow. It's about as slow as swamp power. By the way, watching like Check's old world record, commentated world record, when she mentioned like we want to skip Egypt, it's like, why did you want that? Egypt has like the fastest, pretty much the fastest minigames for every stat. Like in special it had the third fastest. Oui. So yeah, just like desert special is fast, desert speed is like second fastest. If you're good at least. Desert health is the fastest, desert defense is fastest. Yeah, it's fastest, both KMS and Glitchless. And desert power is the fastest. So yeah, Egypt is just fast. I don't know why people wanted to skip it. Just because they were bad at desert speed, I guess. I know we never get to see desert special anymore. The old route we used to do it because we get 70 special, but that's just not good. It's the old route for Nullifier. I don't know what the old route for Glitchless was, I never bothered learning it. I just did my own thing. Get it to goal by 5 seconds, I don't know how, because I forgot to hold right at the start for like a few seconds. RNG fight. And when I say RNG fight, it's not that we can die. It's just that he can store us for an unnecessarily long amount of time, but thankfully he didn't. And we don't kill him yet, but we're gonna kill him next turn. Like, funnily enough, in most categories, the most stressful tourneys are like grass and mountain. Swamp used to be kind of stressful because of the last guy, but since I removed Slingshot and used the water gun level 5 instead, the last guy is a complete cakewalk. I actually didn't test like Slingshot versus water gun in the tourney, like Slingshot level 4 versus water gun level 5. But I don't even think you can get Slingshot level 4. Because you spent all your cons leveling up water gun for the desert tourney. Swing now that ban because it takes long. I lost a few seconds. And probably just not just because of the the swinging back animation, because it's longer. So special for the potion, like 4 different animations. And I'm pretty sure like all of them are take different amount of times to execute. Right, Desert Power Part 2. Ooh, and if save some time here. I don't know how this took me 1 minute. Oh, because of the walking there, I may not save time. Now, one advantage we have in the dot power when we get to city is we start at like level 4, which does remove some of the earlier docks and gives us more XP right after the bat. You can tell me to the point where I can take an entire level each time I get a goal. I'm gonna drain it. Maybe 35 seconds? Definitely more than 35 seconds. What? How am I still not? Level 100. So we go. Oh, I still save 5 seconds somehow. Oh yeah, I confused PP with best time. I was talking about the task earlier. I mentioned you could get like everything right in the farm speed just in the first try. It would be like so fast. Right. It was amazing. I'm on pace for 107.09. I could almost get to 106. Can't get blessed to level 3. It's gonna lose time, so it's not gonna be 107, it's probably be like 107 20-ish, maybe? It's funny because we had the city tourney music for the other tourneys, but for the actual city tourney we don't get the music for the city tourney. You know, it's happened to me in my casual playthroughs now, for some odd reason. RIP the 106. One 717, that is a good time.